Good evening everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here today we are going to be looking at another free fall question, which is saying that a stone dropped from a height of 19.6 above the ground, while a second stone is simultaneously projected from the ground with sufficient velocity to enable it to ascend 19.6. So now we have two stones. One is dropped from this height, another one, so let's say they go like that. Let's say they meet at this point. Then another stone is from the ground pushed up there. Then let's say that they collide at the point which we can call X. So let's say they collide at the point X. So now what can we talk about when we look at the displacement of this? So the displacement of this will be such that if you look at this is 19. If let's say the distance from here up to here, let's call it Y. So let's say from here, from where the first stone, we're looking at stones, where the first stone is to this point, it is equal to our Y. So it has traveled from here up to here, we can call it as our Y. Now if this is our Y, it means to say the remaining distance from this point, this distance from this point to the point X will be equal to 19.6 minus Y, because if this is Y, it means to say the other distance, if the total distance is 19.6, it will be a 19.6 minus Y. So you can verify this by, if you add 19.6 minus Y, you add it with Y, it will give you your total distance, which is just equal to 19.6, like that. So using this, we have found our displacement already. So we can say now from the top, we can say from the top, the one from the top, using the equation. So we have other equations. V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. We also have our S is equal to UT plus half AT squared. We also have our V is equal to U plus our AT. So now we want, the question is saying that when and where when they are talking about time, and where they are talking about the position, or rather the displacement. So now we need to look for the equation that has got both where, when is time, like that. So we are going to use this since it has got both of them, where and when. So what we are going to do is, when we look at the one from the top, we are going to say our S is equal to, let's call this one S top, should be equal to UT plus our half AT squared. Now remember, when they just tell you to say that a stone is dropped without any further knowledge, you are going to assume that it is equal to, the initial velocity will be equal to 0. So we can say st, so the displacement it will move is a y. So from the top to where they will collide, the displacement is y. So we are going to say y should be equal to our initial velocity from the top. If it is dropped, you are just going to say 0, like that. Then we have our t. Then we also are going to say, so for this one that is dropped, it is dropped like that. So meaning to say our gravity will be positive, since gravity acts downwards, and if it's dropped, the gravity will be positive, like that. So we have plus our half, then our gravity is our 9.8, like that. Then we have our time squared, like that. So this gives us our y should be equal to, so this times this is 0, so we forget about that. Half times 9.8 will give us 4.9 t squared, like that. So let this be our equation 1. Now we can say now from the bottom, if we look at it from the bottom, we are going to have this type of a situation we have our s should be equal to ut plus our half at squared. Now remember, if something is pushed up, this is only possible if we have some initial velocity. So that's the only possibility. So if it has got some initial velocity, that's when it can be able to be pushed up. So we can say that the displacement that it will move, for the one from the bottom, we said that it shall be 19.6 minus our y, which should be equal to what is our initial velocity. We don't know, so we are going to say ut, then we have, since it is moving up and gravity is moving down, it means to say gravity shall assume the negative value, since it's more like in conflict with the throwing of the stone. So we are going to say plus half, then the gravity shall take a negative 9.8. That's our acceleration that we are going to use for free fall. Then we have our time to the squared, like that. So what we have is a 19.6 minus y should be equal to ut. Half times negative 9.8 will give us negative 4.9. Then we have our t squared, like that. So this is what we have. So we have unknowns, we have our u, we have our t, we have our y. So we have three unknowns. Therefore, in order for us to find what our displacement is, we need three equations. We only have two equations. So let's try to find what our u value is equal to, so that we can find our where and when. So now, how do we find that? If you look at your question, it's telling us that a stone is dropped from a height of 19.6 meters above the ground, while a second stone is simultaneously projected from the ground with sufficient velocity to enable it to ascend 19.6. So what this means is that the velocity can only be able to allow it to reach the maximum height, which is our 19.6, which is the height of let's say the building. Is it a building? Yeah, so this height. So that is the meaning. The only possibility is that if it is going up like that, the maximum height it shall be able to reach will be equal to the same height at this point. Now this is only possible if the final velocity at that point is 0. That would mean to say it will no longer be going up, because the velocity already is a 0, like that. So with that said, we can be able to work with that assumption to be able to calculate what our initial velocity is. So using the equation, this equation has got the v squared at the final velocity. If that's the situation, it will be a 0 at that maximum height. We have our initial velocity, which we want to find. The displacement, we already know it, which is our maximum, which is our 19.6. Then we have the acceleration due to gravity, like that. So we are going to have our equation. Let's call this one as our equation 2. Okay, so we are going to have something like v squared is equal to u squared plus our 2as. So getting our v squared is 0 squared should be equal to our initial, we don't know, so we say u squared. Then we have plus our 2. Where there is acceleration, we are going to put a negative 9.8, since it was pushed up, meaning the gravity will be acting in the opposite direction. Then our s is equal to 19.6, like that. Then what we are going to get is that a u squared. Then when we multiply this, we are going to get a negative. So 9.8 times 2 times 19.6 will give us a value of 384.16, like that. So taking this value this side, we are going to have our 384 If we take it this side, positive 384.16 should be equal to u squared. We find the square root. We find the square root. Our u should be equal to, the square root of this answer will be equal to a 19.6 meters per second, like that. So if we know the initial, we can get our equations. Now that we have three equations, or rather at least three values, so we can get this, replace it there. So we are going to say that, so firstly let's replace y. So y is equal to 4.9 t squared. So in equation 2, we are going to replace our y value. So we are going to have 19.6. Where there is y, we are going to put 4.9. So here we replace it with our minus 4.9 t squared should be equal to our initial. Even the initial, we know that it's 19.6, so we are going to replace it here. So we are going to have 19.6 like that. Then we have the t, which is this one. Then we have minus 4.9 t squared, like that. So what we are going to get is let's collect the like terms. So taking this value the other side, so here we are remaining with 19.6 should be equal to 19.6 t. Then we have minus 4.9 t squared. If this value goes the other side, it will be plus 4.9 t squared, like that. So it will be 19.6 should be equal to this. It will just be 19.6 t, like that. So negative 4.9 t squared plus 4.9 t squared is just a 0, which we can forget. We divide 19.6, we divide 19.6. So dividing that value will give us the time in seconds to be 1 second. So it will take 1 second for the two to collide. So we have found our when, which is 1 second. Our where, we can use any of the two equations, it will give us the same answer. Let's use the simple one, which is this one, the equation from the top. So we can say equation from the top, which is our y, should be equal to 4.9 t squared. So we can say y should be equal to 4.9. Where there is t, it takes 1 second, so we are going to say 1 second squared, like that. So we are going to have 4.9 times that. Our y should be equal to our 4.9 meters, since 1 squared is just 1. So from the top, so from the top, so if you look at it from the top, you are going to find that it will be able to just travel 4.9 meters. Then if you want from the bottom, you can be able to say from the bottom they will collide at the point. We said that it is equal to 19.6 minus y, which will be equal to 19.6 minus our y is 4.9 meters. So if we are considering from the bottom to where they will collide, the displacement moved will be 19.6 minus that value, which will give us a value of 14.7. So 14.7 meters. So that is how we do that. Either you can say this value from the bottom, it's okay, or you can just say 4.9 meters from the top. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you would like, subscribe, and share for more. See you in the next tutorial.